Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. For today's class, we are going to focus on retailing and wholesaling. Last week, we have learned about multi-channel. It is a place where channel members are working together to make sure that product can reach final consumer. Who are channel members? They can include intermediaries. I have explained to you that we are going to focus on retailing and wholesaling. Retailing and wholesaling can be conducted by retailers and wholesalers. They are intermediaries. So the important points for this chapter can be divided into two parts. The first part is retailing, which can be conducted by retailer. The second part is wholesaling, which can be conducted by wholesaler. For the first part, you need to understand, first, the role of retailer. Second, the types of retailers. Third, the trends in retailing. For the second part, you need to understand first, the role of wholesaler. Second, the types of wholesalers. Third, the trends in wholesaling. So let us move to the first part and first point, which is the role of retailer. You can read the definition of retailing here, but I would like to give you the definition of retailer. Retailers are those who sell products or services to consumer for personal consumption. Personal consumption, example, awak beli makanan untuk makan, awak beli minuman untuk minum, awak beli kereta untuk digunakan di jalan raya. All are personal consumption. So the role of retailer is to provide, to sell to consumer for personal consumption. The end. Second, you need to understand the types of retailers. I put here. So you can classify retailers based on these criteria. For amount of service, when you classify based on amount of service, you can see that the retailers can be divided into three. First, retailers with self-service. Second, retailers with limited service. Third, retailers with full service. I would like you to see this figure for better understanding. Put my video here. This one. Self-service retailer can refer to Mesra Petronas. You go to gas station, you go inside Mesra Petronas, awak ambil KitKat, awak bayar. Ada tak orang yang bagi advice beli KitKat? Jangan beli Oreo. Kalau nak beli KitKat, ada perasa ni, ada perasa itu. Oreo dengan KitKat, Oreo lagi sedap, contoh. So, you just grab whatever that you want and you go to the counter and you pay for it. So, that is the example of self-service retailer. For limited service retailer, it can include Giant. Because Giant, they have many shopping goods. So, they provide sales assistant to the customer to help them to buy the shopping goods. Because you know shopping goods, saya pernah bagi tahu, you have to compare from one to another in order for you to buy it. Okay, so they provide some sales assistant to the customer. But it is limited. It is not as much as full service retailers. Saya nak pergi Gucci tapi saya tak ada duit kan. Okay, I'll give you the example Gucci store KLCC. When you go there, you can get advice from the sales personnel and you can get a consultation from them. So that's why you have to pay more for the service that being provided by specific store because they give you more service, full service. So that's why the price is a bit high as compared to the others. Subtle. So I choose this one and I go to the second criteria that you can use to classify or to categorize retailers, which is product line. For product line, you have to understand first what is the definition of product line. Product line is the group of product that is grouped together because they share similar function or similar price range or similar outlet or similar target market. So inside the organization, they can sell one or more product line that they think is suitable for them to sell. Okay, so when you want to classify based on product line, that's why you can see some of the organization is specialty store, some of them is department store, some of them is convenience store, some of them is superstore, some of them is category killers. Instead of this one, I would like you to see the figure. This one is more specific because, okay, saya letakkan muka saya setengah. Tudung saya pun dah tak betul lah. So specialty store, it means that they have narrow product line. So it means that they do not have a lot of product line. They limited saja because they want to be specific. Specialty, special, only special kind of product line available in their store. Okay, however, it is variety of product. Sebab assortment tu maksudnya variety of product. So it is a big or it is a deep assortment. Variety of product available under limited product line. Kalau sini example mungkin susah untuk awak ingat. Saya bagi paling senang awak nak ingat. Apple Store. Apple Store dia jual barang pun limited saja kan. Hanyalah brand Apple saja. Okay, group together tu. Okay, limited product line. Dan hanya barang-barang tertentu saja yang hanya berkaitan dengan Apple. Okay, so department store. This one is easy for you to understand. Okay, awak nampak situ kita ada tu semua overseas punya. Okay, dekat Malaysia kita ada Ion. Okay, so to tell you that in department store, they sell several product line which represent several department. Okay, so that's why kita ada clothing juga. Dalam ada clothing, ada home, you can read from here. Home furnishing, household goods. Different product line represent different department. So that is how they operate. The third one, convenience store. This is easy for you to understand. Convenience, easy for you to get. It is near to your house. Apa yang saya cakap ni semua ada dalam explanation tu. It's near to your house. It's easy for you to get. It operates conveniently 7 minggu. Dalam 7 minggu tu tak ada tutup pun, memang dia buka sepanjang hari. Bukan sepanjang hari, sepanjang minggu. Okay, so convenience for you as a customer. Contoh yang terdekat dekat awak, 7E, Speed Mart. So there are many convenience store. However, saya cuma nak bagi tahu. Okay, just a small note. Okay, to tell you that convenience store ni mahal sikit lah sebab convenience kan. Okay, and then we have superstore. Superstore, it is larger than supermarket. Supermarket tak ada dalam ni kan. Okay, saya nak awak nampak dia macam hierarki. Pertama sekali supermarket. Supermarket tu dia jual barangan basah. Dia jual barangan kering. Barang-barang yang awak beli untuk awak masak. Supermarket. Atas dia ialah hypermarket. Hypermarket, dia ada supermarket, dia ada juga department store. Tadi kita dah belajarkan department store tu apa kan. Jadi hypermarket, contoh paling dekat yang awak boleh nampak ialah Pantai Timur. Mesti semua orang tengah rindu Pantai Timur kan. Oh, seronoknya nak jalan-jalan. Oh, bestnya Pantai Timur. Time ni lah awak rindu. Okay. So, Pantai Timur hypermarket is bigger than supermarket. Jadi awak nampak hierarki. Supermarket, hypermarket. Hypermarket ada supermarket dan ada department store. Awak cuba ingat balik dekat Pantai Timur ada apa? Ada department store kan? Sebab ada banyak department dekat dalam tu. Ada jual baju baby, saya suka pergi kat situ. Ada jual kasut, ada jual macam-macam. Dan ada supermarket juga. Sebab dia jual barangan basah, dia jual barang makanan. Hypermarket. See, supermarket, hypermarket. Atas lagi ialah superstore. Okay, Ni yang awak kena belajar, superstore. Ini sahaja dah supermarket dengan hypermarket tu tadi. Itulah superstore. Dan selalunya superstore dia adalah combination of awak nampak kat sini combination of supercenter dalam tu. Supercenter pula. Ada supermarket, ada discount store, ada maksudnya supermarket dalam tu, discount store pun ada dalam tu. Okay, so it's very big. Dan superstore dekat Malaysia salah satunya, if I'm not mistaken, is Mid Valley Superstore. Okay. And then the last one is Category Killer. This one is bigger than Superstore. Okay. Supermarket, hypermarket, Superstore, Category Killer. Tu paling tinggi sekali. Dia punya hierarchy dia. Paling besar. Okay. So you can ni tak perlulah. Saya dah kena tutup. Okay, so seterusnya, you can classify them based on price. You can classify based on price. So, retailers, they can be discount store. They can also be off-price retailers. Dah kenapa saya setengah pula ni? Okay. Once again, I would like to show you the figure. For discount store, example of discount store is Tesco, Giant, and they sell merchandise at lower price to the customer. Okay, so that's why they are very big, because they are selling at higher volume. Off-price retailers, normally dia akan beli dengan harga yang wholesale lah. Dia beli dan apa yang dijual adalah dengan harga yang lebih murah daripada yang awak beli di retail organisation. S1, your retail organisation are those who sell product or services to consumer for personal consumption. Contoh, hypermarket itu adalah retailers. Tesco retailers. Semua retailers. There are many retailers. Jadi off-price retailer ni sendiri, dia akan jual harga lebih murah daripada retailer-retailer yang lain. Okay, bila dijual harga retailer yang lain, the example of price retailer adalah factory outlet, independent and warehouse club. Okay, saya nak bagi tahu factory outlet ni bermaksud dia adalah barang yang datang terus daripada manufacturer. So that's why dia harga murah. Okay, independent, kalau independent, dia saya tengok dekat dalam slide nama penuh dia apa independent. Tak ada. Ni tak ada, dia tak ada masuk dekat dalam syllabus. Tapi independent retailer lah. They also try to sell lower price as compared to the others. Warehouse club, okay. Walmart is one of the company in US who sell a very low price, and they also have this warehouse club. Dalam warehouse club ni, dia punya pengguna dia boleh beli dalam jumlah yang banyak dengan harga yang murah. So that is called warehouse club. Okay, so if you want to classify when you want to classify the retailer based on price, you can see that retailer can be divided into discount store or off-price retailer. Discount store, very common. You can see Tesco, Giant, Kemandi, so they are all discount store. Off-price retailer, saya masih ingat lagi masa saya dekat overseas, TK Maxx dah lama dah. Saya tak pergi sana. Dia ada banyak sangat. They have many brands inside the store. Dia jual barang-barang branded dan semuanya dengan harga yang lebih murah daripada retail organisation offer. Okay, because dia dapatkan dengan harga wholesale tu tadi. Okay, so kita tutup balik. The last one. Sini. Ada independent. Pandai aku je tak ada. Okay, independent. Independent retailers. Okay, they are they provide lower price to the customer. Itulah sebagai contoh tadi lah, TK Maxx, TK ke TJ, saya dah tak ingat. TK Maxx kalau saya tak silap, ke TJ Maxx, TK. Okay, never mind. Okay, we proceed to organizational approach. Okay, this one I do not want to refer to any figure because you can see this. Okay, cooperation chain. Just to tell you that cooperation chain is when, okay, you have to remember sometimes outlets can be owned by one and can be controlled by the power, by one kita panggil, macam mana saya nak panggil dia owned by someone. Someone tu it's easy for you to understand. Two or more outlets controlled by someone. So corporate chain. So sebagai contoh Mercy's, okay, it is department store, dia ada banyak outlet dia dan semua tu controlled by someone, somebody, some power. Okay, they are controlled. So itu kita panggil corporate chain. Dia ada kat banyak tempat tapi dia controlled by one. Dia bukan one people. I cannot say it people because it is controlled by one entity. It's better to explain that way. And then we have voluntary chain. Voluntary chain ni maksudnya ialah wholesaler sponsored group. Okay, dia ada banyak retailers. Retailers dia dalam satu group di mana mereka dalam satu group tu kenapa? Because they want to buy in wholesale price. Untuk dapatkan harga wholesale price ni memang harga yang murah, okay? Wholesale, harga borong. Okay, so they are in a group, this retailer, they are in a group, wholesaler sponsored group. Dia dalam wholesaler group, so they can buy together to get cheaper price. Retailer cooperative. Okay, this one pun sama juga, dia dalam satu group juga. These retailers, they are inside a group and they are working together for promotion. So they can promote together because they are in a one group. So tadi kalau voluntary chain tu they buy together. Kalau retailer cooperative ni normally they also buy together. They can buy together. But tapi kalau voluntary chain ni dia lebih specific lah because they would like to get cheaper price in so that's why they are working inside a wholesale sponsored group. But for retailer cooperative, they are more towards working together for marketing, for promotion, and they also can conduct buying activities together. Franchise organization, I have explained in previous class that it is between the franchisor and franchisee. The franchisor and the franchisee, they have contract, and when they have contract, the franchisee can use the name of franchisor to sell product. So sebab itulah franchisor tadi MACD tu they have contract with the franchisee. Jadi franchisee tu bolehlah guna nama MACD tu untuk dijual McDonald. So kita ada banyak franchise organisation di Malaysia yang daripada dalam negara dan luar negara terlalu banyak. Okay, so if you do not have the capacity to sell your own product, you can always opt for franchise punya contract because the franchisor already have the product and they already have the brand name. So awak cuba gunakan brand name ni, awak cuba jual. So you can still get the profit. So there are many ways on how you can establish yourself in business. Whether you want to sell your product by being independent retailer or you can also be a franchise organization. You depend on your franchisor for maintenance, for consultation, guidance, for their brand engagement. So there are many things that you can get from your franchisor. Okay, so kita akan pergi kepada this one. Tak apalah, ni samalah, saya dah terang tadi. Okay, tak perlu lagi saya terang Okay, yang ketiga trend ni ada 4 sebenarnya, ada 4 slide yang awak kena faham. Tapi saya cuma nak tengok satu slide saja. Ada 4 slide berkaitan dengan trends in retailing. However, I just would like to see the one slide because I think that it relates to whatever is happening right now in Malaysia. Bukan not only in Malaysia but the whole pula. All the countries are facing the same thing. Mana pula pergi dia ni? Oh, this one. Okay, so you can see that uh, the growth of non-store retailing, because retailing can there are many types of retail format, whether it is store based or non-store based. It depends on the retailers how they want to reach their customers. So you can see that because of the crisis, because of the COVID-19 crisis, many of the retailers are now changing to non-store retailing, because they know that it is not easy to sustain if they just focus on store retailing. Store retailing maksudnya dia hanya jual di kedai. So if the customer want to have the product, they have to go to the store to get the product. But when they change the format, that's why it's very important during crisis you have to think about your format. You have to change when it is required, and now is the crucial time for all the retailers to consider non-store retailing. So that's why you can go for direct, online, mobile or social media. That's why I ask you to do Facebook posts. I ask you to do video on the YouTube, because many of the people now, they also sell in the YouTube. Okay, they also sell in the Facebook. They also sell in many other ways, as long as they are able to reach their customers. And when you change your store format, when you change to non-store retailing, you also have to change your business plan, your business format. Okay, because you have to change how your product will be delivered to your customer, how your product will be packaged. So these are all the things that need to be considered by the organisation. Okay. Um, siapa yang tak dengar, siapa yang dengar separuh je, nanti dia akan mesti tertinggal benda ni. Saya saja je tinggalkan. Okay. You also have to do decision. Okay. So, this one. Jadi sebenarnya, kalau siapa yang dengar video saya setengah tu, setengah je lah dia dengar kan. Okay. So, selain daripada 3 perkara yang saya kata, you have to understand the role of retailer. Second, the types of retailer. Third, the trends in retailing. You also have to know the decision that you have to make when you become a retailer. Okay, so they have to do 1, 2, 3 in order for them to decide on retailing process. So they have retail strategy is similar to the marketing decision. Okay, ni marketing decision lah ni. It's similar to whatever that you have learned before. Okay, you have learned about segmentation, targeting, right? Am I right? Okay, so you as a retailer, you have to decide on your retail strategy. Your segmentation, your targeting, your differentiation and your positioning. Okay, so and you also have to consider your retail marketing mix. Okay, ada 4. You know 4P? Okay, so we call it retail marketing mix: product, price, promotion, distribution, which is place, location. So when you are able to decide on retail strategy and retail marketing mix, then you are able to create value for your targeted retail customers. Okay, so this one I don't have to explain it because I have explained in previous chapters about segmentation, about targeting, about differentiation, about positioning, about product, and you have to refer to a chapter that discuss about product, service and brand. You have to refer to chapter that discuss about new product development in order for you to understand product and service assortment. You can refer chapter that discuss about price in order for you to understand about retail price. You can refer to chapter minggu depan kita akan belajar pasal promotion. Okay, you can understand about promotion. And for distribution or location, you can refer to last week punya chapter which I have explained to you about marketing channel. Okay, so kita akan tambah, maksudnya bertambahnya tadi yang kena faham untuk first part is termasuklah decision on retailing processes. Okay. So for the second part, you have to know and understand the rules of wholesaler. So wholesaler needs to sell and promote. They need to buy and do assortment building, bulk breaking, warehousing, transportation, financing, risk bearing, market information, management service and advice. Ni lebih kurang macam added value of intermediaries yang kita dah belajar minggu lepas. Tapi saya tak terangkan banyak kan. Sebab inilah yang saya akan terangkan secara mendalam pada minggu ini. So, wholesaler, they have to sell and promote. So, bila dia beli dan dia juga kena promote. That is to ensure that manufacturer can reach many customer. Because they buy from manufacturer and they sell to distributor or they can sell to retailers. Wholesaler ni dia beli secara banyak dan dijual kepada orang-orang yang berkaitan, dan mereka juga boleh sell directly to the business organisation. Okay, bukan setakat pada consumer kepada retailer saja, they can also sell to business organisation. Sebab business organisation bila dia beli, dia nak buat produk baru. So they can sell to business organisation, they can also sell to retailer. Di mana retailer tu sendiri akan sell kepada consumer. And they also the wholesaler, they have the role of buying and assortment building. Di mana dia select item dan dia build assortment. Dia sendiri yang akan susun dan dia akan package berdasarkan apa yang diperlukan oleh customer. Takkanlah dia nak jual 12 ketul ubat gigi kan. Mestilah orang nak guna satu saja. Nak beli pun satu je. Jadi dia buat assortment building. Okay? Dia beli dan dia buat assortment building. Bulk breaking. So normally wholesaler buy in large quantity but they break into smaller portion or smaller package to the customer. Jadi wholesaler ni dibeli memang dalam jumlah yang banyak, tapi dia bertugas untuk buat bulk breaking into smaller lots for customers. And normally wholesaler, they will hold the inventory. So when they hold the inventory, this will reduce the risk by the customer because the customer do not have to put it at their warehouse. Customer ni saya kata business organisation lah kan, ataupun retailer, sebab retailer beli daripada wholesaler. Bila retailer beli pada wholesaler, dia tak perlu simpan. Wholesaler dia akan simpan. That it can reduce customer inventory cost and risk. Wholesaler can provide transportation to their customer. So what they will do, they will deliver goods from their warehouse direct to the customer. Wholesaler also can provide financing to their customers. The producer cannot provide credit and financing to the retailer. So the one who can provide credit and financing to retailer is only wholesaler. So wholesaler can provide retailers with this. Next. Okay, sebelum tu, credit and financing tu macam kita bagi masa untuk mereka bayar. That is the simple definition of credit and financing. Bagi masa untuk mereka bayar. Okay, next we have risk bearing. So, wholesaler need to bear all the cost of theft, damage, spoilage, and obsolescence because they are the one who hold the inventory. So when they hold the inventory, all these costs need to be borne by them. So all the risk is under their responsibility. Wholesaler also needs to provide market information to the customer. So this includes information about competitors, new products, price development, because this will help the retailers or their customers, because it does not limited to retailers. It can also be the other kind of organization who buy from wholesalers. Okay, so when they get this information, this will help them to sell the product directly to the customer. Okay, wholesaler also provide management service and advice. It's like consultation, it's like advice, it's like guidance that can help retailers to train their sales clerks, improve store layout, and set up accounting and inventory control system. Okay, because wholesaler knows best about certain things. Okay, so all this will be used by retailer in order to train their employees, in order to prove the store layout, because they know where to put the goods. So the wholesaler got this information to help the retailers. Okay, so the second point and second part is the type of retailers. Just to tell you that there are three types of wholesaler. First is merchant wholesalers, merchant barangan, merchandise. Brokers and agents. And third one is manufacturers and retailers, branches and offices. The third one is easy for you to understand. They have office, they have branch, which can which owned by the retailers or maybe owned by the manufacturers. So they are the one who handle all the matters relating to wholesaling. Okay, the retailers has their own uh, office who manage wholesaling process. Jadi dia tak perlu independent wholesaler. Mereka sendiri memang dah ada those that are responsible for wholesaling process. So it's easy. So semuanya dia yang manage. Retailer sendiri yang manage the wholesaling process instead of relying to independent wholesaler. So when it comes to merchant wholesaler can be divided into, sebenarnya ada 3 kalau saya tak silap. Satu, kita kena tengok figure ni. Figure yang terakhir ni awak kena tengok sebelum kita habis kelas. Okay. Saya nak besar kan? Allah, tak boleh besar pula. Cuba awak dekatkan mata awak dengan video saya. Dekat lagi. Okay. Okay, if the wholesaler own their product, itu kita panggil merchant wholesaler. Okay, kalau dia ada produk dia sendiri, kita panggil merchant wholesaler. But if they do not have the product, it means that they do not own it, they do not own the product, we call it agent or middleman. Sebab dia tak ada produk pun sebenarnya, dia pengantara sahaja. Okay, but when they have the product, so we call them merchant wholesaler. However, merchant wholesaler can be divided into 2. Okay, when you want to divide them, it is based on this question: how many functions does the wholesaler provide? Kalau only some function, okay, maksudnya function apa yang dia boleh bagilah. Macam contoh, saya pula terdekat ni. Okay, so if they only provide some functions, we call it limited function merchant wholesalers. But if they are able to provide everything to the retailers, daripada semua perkara macam untuk servis, macam untuk dia punya spare part ke, everything, they are able to handle everything, we call it service merchant wholesalers. Okay, because they are able to provide everything, especially those that is required by the retailer. Okay, itu dah habislah merchant wholesalers. Dan saya juga dah terangkan apakah itu manufacturers and retailers, branches and offices. Manufacturer dia boleh ada office dia, retailer boleh ada office dia, and this office will manage everything about wholesaling process. And they do not have to rely on independent wholesaler. they manage everything by themselves. So the last one is brokers and agents. So brokers ni ke depan ke belakang okay, this one. Okay, broker bring buyers and sellers together and they will assist in negotiation. So brokers dia kenal siapa penjual dan dia juga cari siapa pembeli, and they are responsible to make sure that they can in contact to each other, and they handle the negotiation between buyers and sellers. Itu kita panggil broker. Atau ada broker tanah kan. Okay, dia bila broker tanah, dia cari dia dah ada dia dah ada tanah tu. Okay, tanah tu maksudnya dia dah ada, dia tahu, dia kenal penjual tu, dan dia juga cari siapa pembeli. So bila dia dah jumpa penjual dengan pembeli, dia bagi dia orang negotiate, okay, nak berapa, harga berapa semua. Okay, so they actually handle the negotiation process so that it will be successful. Bila successful, they will get the money to brokers. Agents, they represent the buyers or the sellers. Dia tak handle dua-dua parties, dia hanya handle satu party sahaja. So whether they are, normally they represent the sellers. Okay, so they try to find they represent the sellers or they represent the buyers. Okay, that is agents. So this is all under wholesalers. So if they represent the buyers, bila dia represent the buyers, maksudnya dia kena carilah mana seller dia untuk dia jumpa dengan these buyers. Tapi kalau dia sellers, dia agent untuk seller, dia kena cari mana nak lubang-lubang, ataupun kita panggil where are the places that they can get wholesale price for the buyers. Okay, so kalau decision tadi perlu dibuat oleh buyers, perlu dibuat oleh retailers, wholesaler juga kena buat decision. So seperti saya kata tadi, kalau awak cuba tengok separuh saja, you only manage to get separuh saja information daripada saya. Okay, at the beginning of the video, I told you that for first part kita ada 3, for second part kita ada 3. Kedua-duanya you have to know the role, you have to know the types, you have to know the trends. Okay, the same thing for retailer and wholesaler. You need to understand they have decision precise that they have to go through so that they can be successful in the market. So kalau tadi ada retail strategy dengan ada retail strategy, dan dia juga ada retail strategy, dan dia juga ada retail marketing mix. Wholesaler juga perlu buat decision yang sama. They need to have wholesale strategy and they need to have wholesale marketing mix, which will help them to find the value, to create the value for the targeted customer. Last one, trend. Okay, so the trend is normally wholesaler is trying to find efficiency. Efficiency ini, okay, effectiveness and efficiency. Efektif apabila perkara yang awak buat tu berkesan. Okay, for example, you have 4 solution and these all 4 solution will help you to solve the problem. Itu kita panggil efektif. Kita ada solution, kita ada problem, kita ada solution. Jadi solution, kita tak panggil solution lah, kita panggil alternatif. Okay, we have problem, we have alternative. Alternatif yang mana yang boleh solve the problem? Okay, for example, alternatif yang pertama boleh solve the problem, so kita panggil dia efektif. Jadi maksudnya alternatif pertama lah yang efektif kerana alternatif pertama ini telah berjaya menyelesaikan masalah. Efektif. Kalau efficient, memanglah kita nak menyelesaikan masalah, tetapi kita nak reduce the cost. We want to reduce the time. So wholesaler wants to be efficient. They want to be effective and they also want to be efficient. The most important thing, they want to be efficient because they want to reduce the cost, they want to reduce the time. When they want to do transportation, they want to do transportation at the lowest cost that can help them to reduce the cost. So when they do transportation, they want to minimize the cost. When they want to do when they have to bear for the risk, so they are able to bear the risk. So they have to look into what kind of warehouse that they should have. And when they have warehouse, okay, betul lah, efektif. Ada warehouse yang baik, barang tak rosak, efektif. Tapi sometimes, even though efektif, warehouse tu perlu penjagaan yang sangat rapi. So, wholesaler tak nak benda tu. They want to be efficient. So, they want to have a warehouse which can help them to minimize the cost of holding inventory. So, macam mana cara dia? So, they have to figure out that. Tu trend yang dia kena cari. And this is the trend which is happening. So, cara macam mana dia nak pastikan dia jadi efficient dalam segi penjagaan, dalam segi when they hold the inventory, when they do the delivery, and then they also want to increase. So there is a trend in increase in customer demand for services. So when there is increase, so the wholesaler need to consider this into their operation. Okay, because there are many things that is required by their customer because they would like to have more service. Untuk maintenance punya service, there are many kind of service that they would like to get the customer because they are more demanding as compared to before. And they also have to consider of using new technology. Sebab tu saya pernah sebut dalam kelas RFID technology, which can help the this does not only limited to wholesaler. Even retailer also can use RFID technology to help them to improve the inventory management. Because RFID will help them to determine, to manage everything related to inventory. Sebab bila ada RFID, kita tahu yang mana produk yang sepatutnya kena keluar dulu, yang patut kena simpan. They have this technology to help them to improve the storage, the capacity, and to help them to make sure that produk tadi tu adalah cost effective for the wholesaler or even the retailers or any other parties which is involved in holding inventory. So selain pada RFID, ada banyak lagi teknologi kita boleh gunakan dalam supply chain management juga sendiri. Ada many other technology that you can consider. Kalau sebelum dia ada just in time, so they can also use the other concept, the other method, the other technologies which they think suitable. Okay, so that's all that I would like to explain to you. Thank you very much. Sebelum tu saya just nak bagi tahu kita tinggal lagi beberapa kelas yang kita akan ada sesama kita. Okay, probably we have another, because this one is, ini yang ke-12, ke-13, mungkin ada lagi beberapa lagi. Okay, so I hope that you can work on your presentation. Remember, your English does not measure your level of intelligence. I always tell the class that your English does not measure your level of intelligence. However, it's a bonus when you have the capacity to talk in English. But you have to develop your confidence in order for you to be someone which is able to grasp the idea of working outside the world. Because when you are working outside the world, confidence is the most important thing that you should have inside yourself. Okay, bye.